That's good. So here's the deal. This video is going to be a little bit different than some of the stuff you've seen on the channel so far. I know this is a brand new channel, but what I'm going to do is I've been testing different content ideas. I've been testing different formats. I've been testing viral reels. I've been testing, chill, direct to camera kind of content. I've been testing highly edited content. And what I've found going through that process for myself is that the goal has always been to try to find the content format that is suitable for me. I have a lot going on. I run a pretty successful software company. I run a very large coaching business. I have a relationship, and I have dogs, and I have a life and everything like that. And I'm also trying to share my information that I've learned through all those experiences with people online, because to be honest, I think it's kind of a disservice if I learn all these things and I don't share them publicly. I just have learned so many things. I've made so many mistakes. I've spent millions of dollars making those mistakes, and it would just be a shame if I didn't share those lessons that I learned with other people, because it would just suck for you to have to make those same mistakes that I made when they're completely avoidable a lot of the times. So I've just been trying to figure out what is the right content format for me, what works in my schedule, what is something that I can do, I can be disciplined about. It's a format that works for me. I think everyone's got to kind of try to figure out that for themselves when they're on social media. You have to figure out what works for you. Sometimes people do dance videos. Sometimes people do talking head videos. Sometimes people do really cinematic, highly edited, curated content that's very punchy. And right now, I'm trying out this content format, which is that I thought it would be cool to do a daily vlog. So instead of doing this highly edited, curated content where it's very punchy, I write a hook, I script it, I talk to the camera, I read a little script, I have the best thumbnails, I have the best headlines, and I try to give you information that's never been done before. And the reality is, the way that I see it, is that there's just a lot of people doing that. There's a lot of people on YouTube that create content that's highly produced. And to be honest with you, it's pretty good. A lot of the content is pretty good. People do kind of just give away a lot of stuff. And so I thought to myself, I want to give away what I know, and I want to talk to people, and I want to share that information with you because, like I have said, I've made so many mistakes and I've spent so much money making those mistakes. I just think it would be cool to share with other people. I think there'd be a huge benefit. I'm 32 years old. I've made 15 million. My coaching business is probably worth upwards of 20 million. My software company is worth over 10 million. And I don't think a lot of people my age have that kind of success. And I thought it would just be cool to share that information with you. But it just comes down to, how do I want to share that information? And so instead of trying to, compete with all of these other people who are just creating really highly curated content, I thought it would be cool if I just did a daily vlog. And I talk to you every day, or almost every day, about what am I literally doing every day to grow my business? What new changes have we made? What lessons have I learned? What mistakes have I learned? Who am I firing? Why am I firing them? Who am I hiring? Why am I hiring people now? What am I doing in the business? How does the business run? And maybe even creating an end of the month income report. And I show you how much money we made, how we did that. And maybe you could take some things away from that and learn how to grow your own company. Right now, we are doing about $700,000 a month in revenue, about over $500,000 a month in cash collected at our coaching company. And we're not necessarily at the beginning stages. I could have started doing this probably a lot earlier, but we are where we're at now, and we're really trying to build to a $100 million business. And so this vlog is really going to be about sharing the lessons I learn every day throughout the week. What am I doing as a CEO? How am I building my company? How am I thinking about certain problems? How am I approaching my day? And so that way you can kind of go through it with me, and you can kind of see how I do things and why I'm doing things the way that I'm doing and the decisions I make. And to be honest with you, it's a really transparent process for me. We're going to be really transparent about what's going on in our business. I don't know how that's going to be received, to be honest with you. There's a lot of being transparent. There's a lot of concerns that I have around sharing so much, so openly on social media about the company and what's going on in the company and the decisions I'm making, because when I make a mistake, when I fail at something, it won't just be me failing. I'll be failing publicly. I'll be making those mistakes with you. You'll know about them. And maybe if you're following along with what I'm doing, we might even be making those mistakes together. If I say, hey, this is how I'm doing something, and then you go and start doing it, and then I'm like, oh, that was a bad idea. And then you're like, oh, well, it's a good thing that I listened to you. But here's the deal. I'm a human, and I'm just learning every day. And so I've been quite successful up to this period of time, but I plan to be a lot more successful. I plan to keep going. And I don't think there's a lot of opportunities for entrepreneurs to learn from other entrepreneurs in a way that's so candid like this, where you can see exactly what I'm thinking, you can see what I'm doing. And I thought that was a little bit different than trying to go on and create more of the same content that I see online. How to get to 10K per month, all these different types of videos, what I would do if I had to start over. I know people love those videos, and I could probably create those videos, and I could probably get pretty good at creating those videos, and I'm sure I'll build a big following. But I think it'd be a lot cooler if I could just document the process. So this video is kind of like day number 1 of the vlog. So I wanted to kind of introduce why I'm doing it like this and give me some feedback. Do you like this format? What do you think about it? Is there anything you'd want to see on videos like this? We could do Q&As. We could do end of the month reports. I could write a blog post of like, this is everything we did in the month, kind of like a summary. This is what worked. This is what didn't. But I got some notes over here just on some things that I thought would be cool to talk about today. And basically, it's a Sunday. I'm recording this video. And what did I do today? What am I focused on today? So like I said, we're doing about $500,000 a month cash collected. What am I, as the owner of the business, even focused on? I woke up today at like 5:30. First thing I did was I went into my gym. So I have a beautiful home gym, and I got on the bike. I do cycling, and I just did 60 minutes on the bike. And so I biked like 15, 20 miles, burn a few hundred calories, and I just got ahead right away. And that's the thing I try to do every single morning is the second I wake up, I try to get ahead. The second I wake up, I go and do something hard. I do an ice bath, I do a bike, I do a lift, I go on a walk. Basically, I just go and get it done. I go and get the big thing that is hard to do in my day out of the way immediately when I first wake up. And the reason why I do that is because it guarantees that I actually do it. I see a lot of people today, they are like, I'm going to work out later in the day. And then they get tired and then they don't do it. And what happens is the way you make decisions throughout the day is basically front loaded. So right when you wake up, you're the best at making decisions. As the day progresses, you're basically worse and worse and worse at making decisions because you've already made a lot of decisions, you are tired, and your body has less energy. And so you just make worse decisions throughout the day. And so if you say in the morning, I'm going to do this in the afternoon, then the odds of you doing that in the afternoon are significantly lower than if you just got up and did that thing. So whatever it is that's super important to you that you have to get done in the day and is the thing that's going to move the needle towards your goal. So right now, one of my goals is I am trying to get jacked. Like I'm trying to get really cut. I'm trying to build muscle. And that's a really important goal to me right now because for the past 3 years, I have had mercury poisoning and I got really sick from that. And it really prevented me from working out. It really prevented me from having good sleep. It really prevented me from really taking advantage of my health in an aesthetics kind of way. I kind of just got in like whatever shape and I kind of just did what I could because the mercury poison was really stressing out my body. But now that I'm done with that, I'm in great shape. I feel healthy. I'm sleeping good. I am hitting it hard at the gym every day and trying to get closer to that goal. And that's a thing that's hard for me because what's really easy for me is doing work. Working on the business is like my obsession. I'm addicted to it. It's not work to me. It's like play. I just love it. And that's the thing that's really easy for me. So I don't do that first thing when I wake up because I know I will do it in the afternoon. If I work first and I say, I'm going to work out at like 3:00 in the afternoon, a lot of times historically, it doesn't actually happen. So I do it immediately when I first wake up. And then for the rest of today, the cool part about being where I'm at in business is I actually don't have to do a lot of things in a day. I just have to do big things. So right now, one of the biggest projects that I'm working on is we have a program called Spark, and we just increased the price on it. And with that price increase, I am overhauling the entire program, and I'm redoing all the material, and we're gonna make it really, really sick. Like, we're gonna get editors to come in and create motion graphics, and we're gonna make it like really beautiful and like entertaining, and it's gonna feel like you're watching a documentary or something. And that's just something that I don't see a lot of online course creators actually doing. Actually, a lot of online course creators, nothing against that industry or educators. I love you guys. I love everybody in this space. I'm in this space. A lot of marketers are not product people. They don't create good products. So businesses, they have marketing, that's a department. They have sales, that's a department. They have product, that's a department. They have finance, they have operations, they have hiring, they have HR. They're like all these different departments. And pretty much like what happens with all these people that are on social media and their marketing stuff, and they're like business coaches and everything like that, is that they get really good at marketing and sales, and they basically talk a big game, and they are very persuasive on the front end. But then when you join their programs are not laid out in a way that creates a lot of results. They are not very good teachers, which is a totally different skill than marketing. They are not very good at developing products, just plain and simple. I haven't seen a lot of online marketers, a lot of online coaches and everything like that are very good at creating products. I've seen a couple, and a lot of times they're like videographers and things like that who create like very interesting, engaging videos that are very well laid out, and it's very like curated, and it's very well thought through. But a lot of times those people are not good at marketing and they're definitely not good at sales. And so you have to kind of like understand the landscape of like who's good at marketing, who's good at sales, who's good at product, who's pretty good at everything. Usually people have a specialty. I would say that I'm probably mostly a product person. And I would say I'm mostly an operator. So I know how to run a business, I know how to scale a business, I know how to build a team, and I know how to build products really good. Marketing and sales, I am also quite good at, but I would definitely say I'm more specialized on those other things than I am at marketing and sales. And so what I'm doing is making our product 10 times better than every other online course creator's product, because so many of them just don't care about the product. And actually, that's what the customer is buying. And so the way I see it is that with Smart Coach, getting Smart Coach from $500,000 a month to $2 million a month, which is really the goal we're trying to go after, is like $2 million a month. If it's doing $2 million a month, it's probably worth around $100 million, because when you sell a company, we're probably not going to sell the company, but when you sell a company that's a coaching company, if you set it up the right way, you can sell it for 4 to 5 times what you make. And so if we get to $2 million a month, then that'll be like $24 million a year. And then, 4 times that, it's about $100 million. So we were kind of thinking like, well, what are we going to do with the product? How are we going to make sure that everybody loves the product at that scale, thousands and thousands of clients? And so what we're going to do is we're going to shorten it, actually. So there's a lot of material in there now. It's like 40, 50 hours of content. And it's really good content. Like, we have some of the best results in the entire industry, but everything can always be better. And so at the level of business that we're at right now, even 1% improvements make a huge difference on our overall business. But what we're doing is basically we are going to shorten the program. We're going to make it faster for someone to go through. Faster they go through the program, faster they can get results. We're going to make the material more entertaining and more interesting. And we're going to script all of the videos so that there's less content, but what the content is very sticky, very easy to remember, and very like sharp lessons where someone can remember those things very easily, and it's very curated. And I haven't seen anyone do this really in the online space. And so I wanted to do it. I thought it would be really cool for the customer where they buy the product and they get into it. And after going through other coaching programs and they get in and they're just like, oh my God, like, holy shit. You know, you spent a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort. This is like a Hollywood production type educational course, which at the level of price that we have for the product, I feel like we can actually do that. And I think that's really cool. And I think that people would really appreciate that because, again, what the customer is buying is not the marketing and the sales, right? They're buying the product. And so if they buy the product, they have a great experience. My suspicion is that they will tell more people about it because they will be so blown away by the product. They will have a faster speed to the end of the product watching the videos, and that speed will create a faster result. And the faster they can get a result, the happier they're going to be. And the happier they're going to be, more people they're going to tell. And so that's really what I'm focused on today. And to be honest with you, probably over the next couple months here and there, I'm going to be working on planning out this course, scripting the course, rearranging the course. Something we do is we collect data on all of our students. So we have people fill out a form that's like 50 questions before they join the program. All sorts of different questions. What mindset issues do you have? What financial issues do you have? What's your life like? What does your day-to-day life look like? How old are you? Are you married? Like everything. And then when they leave, we have them do the same thing, but about the program. So we get their initial expectations and what they want. And then afterwards, did we meet those expectations? And we have thousands of these forms. And so I go through all of these forms and I make sure that the program is structured the way that it should be structured for the optimal results and to make sure I'm meeting their expectations. Because ultimately, I'm not building this business for me, right? I'm building this business for the customer and what the customer wants and what the customer expects and what the customer is looking for in their life. Our business is just a vehicle to help them actually achieve those things. Our business is just a way for us to create value for them. And so the more dialed in I can be towards the customer, the better the product I'm going to make. And with the prices that we're selling the product for, I think we can reserve a significant amount of extra cash to make an incredible product. So we've done this product, we've redone this product like 2 or 3 times. This is going to be like the 3rd or 4th time we're redoing it. And this time it's just going to be absolutely insane. And I'm super excited about it. So today though, like one of the challenges I'm facing is I'm sitting here in front of a computer on Google Docs and I'm just working on an outline all day. Because the better the outline of the program is, the more detailed it is, the more like descriptive it is. Basically, you want to like lay out all the modules, all the videos, bullet points for each one, sub bullet points for each one. Then the easier it's going to be when you actually create the scripts. And I just find myself thinking like, I should go on a run, or I should film this YouTube video, or I should just get on my phone and go on Instagram, or I should go make a coffee. And there's that part of my brain that just, after like 3-4 hours of working on this thing, just wants me to go do something else. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to keep doing this. And the reason why I'm going to keep doing it is because that's what I need to do. That's what I told myself I was going to do today. That is what the business needs. That's what must be done. And no one can do it but me right now. And so it needs to get done. And if I don't do it, no one else is going to do it. No one's going to come and save me. It's just going to be there for me tomorrow. And it doesn't really matter if I don't want to do it because I'm on a mission. I have goals. And so even if I don't feel motivated to work on this outline right now in this moment, I was when I woke up, but now after 3 or 4 hours, I don't really feel that motivated to work on it. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it. Even if I don't want to go to the gym, I'm still going to do it. And so the reason for that is because even if I do a really terrible job, like I barely get anything done today, I'm training my brain that I'm the one who's in control. I'm in control of what I'm doing. I'm in control of my actions. I'm in control of what I'm working on. And I'm the one who says what is going to be happening. And a lot of people, I don't think, really have a mindset like that. I think successful people that I know all have that mindset. Unsuccessful people that I know generally don't. They kind of just go with the flow of how they're feeling that day. They change up what they're doing. They change their whole business based on how they feel that day. And you can totally do that, but don't expect to have a lot of success that is earned over a long period of time. So if you want to be like really, really jacked, right? You want to build a lot of muscle, or you want to be in really good shape, or you want to run a marathon, or you want to build a really large business and hit crazy goals. Like, these goals are achieved over years. And if you don't show up and hit those things every single day, then they're going to take so much longer than just a few years. They're going to take forever. You're never going to reach them. And so even if you can get up and chip away at that thing just for a little bit today, it makes the biggest difference in the world over the long term. And that's one of the things that took me a long time to learn, was the value of time. If I can just do like 1% of the work today, every single day, and I never miss a beat, then I'll be there so much faster than if I have 100% effort today and then none tomorrow, and then 100% effort and then take 2 days off, and then 150% effort. Like that doesn't work. You have to chip away at it. It's like the turtle wins the race. It's like the same type of thing. And so even though I am kind of feeling like I probably don't really want to keep doing this today, I'm going to keep doing it because the customers deserve it and it's what the business needs. And ultimately, even if I don't feel like it right now, I'm going to be happy I did it tomorrow. And so I'm going to keep doing it. Now, that's pretty much it for today. That's what I'm working on. That's what I did today. Those are some of the mindsets, some of the things that were really on my mind today. And that's really it for this video. But I want to ask you, if you watch this video till the end, what you want to see in these videos. Is there anything you would want to see a day in the life of? Is there any lessons you would want to learn? Are there any questions you would have for me about how to build a company like ours, how to get to this level, what I would do in the beginning, anything that you're struggling with? Because basically where I'm at right now is I just want to keep I want to almost open source our company and share everything that we're doing, because I think what we're doing is pretty cool. I think a lot of people could learn from it, and I just want to make that information available. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this casual kind of talk, and I'll see you probably tomorrow.